Hello YouTube, it's me, Bobcat1939. It is half one, exactly half one on Sunday morning. Sunday the 4th? 5th even. Sunday the 5th. That's me, terrible with dates. What can I say? Anyway, yeah, I didn't know what to talk about. I was going to talk about various other stuff that I'm going to talk about. But you know what, I've decided to talk about 2011. We're about halfway through the year, and what is your view on the year so far? Not in a personal way. I mean, not, how many people you know have died, how many people you know have got married, how many people have backstabbed you, how many people haven't backstabbed you. Not that. Not your year personally, but what's your view on the year as a whole for the whole world? I mean, what a year so far it has been. I mean, we have seen some amazing stuff, and we're only halfway through, and this year has still got to finish. What do you think is going to happen in the next half of 2011? What do you think is going to happen in the next few months? What do you think is going to happen in the next few days? What do you think is going to happen in the next few years even? I want to know what you think is going to happen next, because last year when... What did happen last year? I don't know what happened last year. I can't remember what happened last year. But all I know is that last year, I did not think that half the stuff that's happened now would have happened. And I don't think anyone did think that, really. I didn't think that I'd feel how I do this year about things. I mean, my view on politics has completely changed. My passion for politics has completely changed. Politics in general has completely changed. In many countries, the politics has completely gone. There are no politicians, and there is no democracy in most countries now. Well, not most countries, but in the Middle East, we're seeing huge political revolutions. But yeah, what? Okay, and personally, what has your year been like? I'll tell you what mine's been like. Mine has been interesting. My year's been it's had its ups and it's had its downs. As usual, with the beginning of any year, my year has been rubbish. I don't know why. Does that happen for everyone? Is the beginning of everyone's year terrible? Well, it can't be, can it? Some people must have good beginnings of years. I mean, my years never have good beginnings of years. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I just have bad beginning of year jugu mojo. I've become more of a troll this year. That's one achievement. I'm finishing sixth form this year, which is not very much of an achievement because I probably won't do well in my exams, but that's for another vlog another day. Yeah, I don't know. I want to start doing more inspirational vlogs, but that'll come during the summer probably. But yeah, I just want to... I think this year has been amazing as far as news stories go. I mean, okay, it's been bad. Loads of people have died this year through revolutions, through natural disasters, through all kinds of different ways. But I mean, what an amazing year so far it has been. People voicing their opinion, people fighting for what they believe in, people coming together to help a country in dire need. Countries deciding that they should step in when bad decisions are being made by bad political leaders. People stepping in to throw dictators off their chairs, and when countries have earthquakes and big natural disasters, people are there running in to help and support aid. And I think things like that, as bad as they are, they bring us together as a planet, as a community, as a people. They bring us together. And though we shouldn't pray for them and we shouldn't want them to happen, it is a good job they do happen at the end of the day. Not because people die. I'm not saying that it's good people die, but the fact that it brings so many people together to help each other, that's something that would not happen otherwise. If dictators didn't exist, people wouldn't rise up and come together to change it. People wouldn't find that bravery, find that voice, find that opinion in their hearts to want to change the way they live, the way their friends live, and the way their neighbours live, and the way everyone in their country lives. If disasters never happened, people wouldn't send aid, people wouldn't go over and help other countries and send ships out and send fleets out and send armies out to help other countries. But this kind of all relates back to the video that I made recently about death and whether we should step in or not. And I don't know if this contradicts what I said there, but I don't think it really does. I mean, war, bad. Yeah, bad. War's bad. Shouldn't support war. I don't really like the army. I mean, to be completely honest, you might not like me for saying this, but I don't care. To be completely honest. Oh, you can see my headphones. Whew. Shh. Naughty headphones. But yeah, the army. If you're watching this and you're a big army fan, pause this video, close the homepage, don't watch the rest of this video because you won't like what I'm about to say. But I genuinely believe that the army is basically glorified suicide. I've said it to my friends, I've said it to my family, I've said it to loads of people over the last few months especially. Because back when there were world wars, back when people were made to join the army, that's when it had some honour. Now, it's difficult to say really because... And people say now, oh yeah, if they brought back that, you wouldn't be saying it had honour, you'd be complaining. But to be honest, if there was a world war and all the men in the country had to go out and fight that war, so be it. I would. I mean, how many people are unemployed at the moment? How many people could be doing something? I mean, I have a job. It's not a very well-paid job. It's not a very important job as far as jobs go. But if people were made to join the army, then, well, I'd have no choice. But I wouldn't fight. I wouldn't say, no, I'm not joining the army. Because then what would that make me? I mean, I love my country as much as the next person. But I think that the honour that was in the army just isn't there as much now. Because people go into the army sometimes with the wrong thoughts, with the wrong motives, with the wrong feelings. And I know you all say, oh yeah, they're always checked to say they're not racist and to say they're not psychopaths and stuff. But there's only so much you can tell about a person. And that you can see from the people who support the army hardly know anything about it and slander all kinds of people from different backgrounds by calling them words like Paki or other words like that. And it disgusts me when people say, oh yeah, all those Pakis in Afghanistan. No, there's not. No, there isn't. And people like that, and they're usually people who support the army. I'm not saying all racists support the army. I'm not saying all people who support the army are racist. But there is a positive correlation in that area. And you can't deny that. But I think that people join the army now and they just look for glory. If they come back, they're a hero. And if they don't come back, well, they died a hero. And I think people... Maybe it's something they want to do, but why would you want to die? Why would you want to die for your country? I mean, if the world was in a worse state, I mean, I'm not going to enlist because I don't think we need to enlist. I don't think there's any reason to enlist. I don't really think there's a threat level from terrorists at the moment anyway, but that's just me. I mean, I think that terrorist attacks would make us stronger. I mean, it brings us together at the end of the day. 7/7 bombings, 9/11. What did that do to America? Well, you can see from the reaction when they killed Bin Laden how many parties they had. I mean, we didn't have parties when we found out he was dead. And we didn't suffer a bigger loss, okay? But still, we suffered a loss. But to be honest, that loss did bring us together as a country. I admit that. It made a lot of people scared. It made a lot of people think. And at the same time, it made a lot of people join the army for revenge. But that's my view. I can't remember half the stuff I've talked about in this video, to be honest. I might start doing proper vlogs of actual days eventually when I find a better means to do so. But at the moment, this is just sharing my thoughts with you. Okay, so I'll upload this video now. Just a quick recap. I'll be doing videos all this week about E3 and what's announced and what's talked about. Though Tuesday kind of, I don't know, it's weird. It starts on the 6th and I'm going to miss the Sony conference especially, and possibly the Ubisoft conference because I've got an exam next morning. I need to get a good night's sleep before that exam for obvious reasons. But after that I will be vlogging and might even do a live stream if you're interested. But yeah, that's it. Tell me what you think about what I've said. Tell me you hate me. Tell me you agree with me. I don't. That's your opinion at the end of the day, if you do or do not. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you during the week. Don't completely hate me. Goodbye.